we'll just get started with class today. So our first thing we're going to do today, as we do always, is our homework discussion. So if two students from each group could come up and tell the class or tell the board what you learned from your homework.
Just come with your homework. Ready? I am telling my favorite book. My favorite book is Pathaluva. It was written by Martin Wickramasinghe. He is a great writer. It was important to me. Thank you.
Very good job. And any other students?
My favorite book is Pathaluva. It is a novel written by the famous Martin Wickramasinghe. It is the main character, Pali and Jinnah. In the first chapter, I learned Thank you.
Thank you. Very good job. Okay. Any more students?
She said, it is so good.
Okay. Well, if there's no more students, then I'll just move on. All right. So we did this last week where we did an activity called telephone. So I want to, oh, is that another student for homework?
Is ready.
Okay.
My favorite. Last week I read the book Color, The Diary of the Wimpy Kids. It's a novel. It was written by Jeff Kinney. I like the book very much. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. I also love The Diary of Wimpy Kids. I read that too when I was growing up. Okay.
I am Hazel. Last week I read the book. It's called A Diary of the Wimpy Kids. It was a novel. It was written by Jeff Kinney. I like that book very much. Yes, My favorite book is Madalduva. It was written by Martin Wickramasinghe. It is enjoyable. It is very popular book. I like Madalduva. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay. So last week we did an activity called telephone, but it took some time. So this week we're only going to play that game once, and then we're going to move on to our next part of class. Okay. So does everyone remember how to play telephone? It's the whisper game, right? The one where you whisper secrets to the next person. Okay. So for the teachers, I'm going to send you what a message with what I would like the with what I would like you to say. Okay.
Take the bag. Whose bag is that? Bring the bag and keep it here.
Bring the bag. Bring the bag and keep it here. Okay, ready? Here they are going to do a game. You know that secret crane. That's only the secret crane. What is it? I have torch here, and I start here, and here, and the last one you are.
So for group one, do you guys remember the secret train game? We did it like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And I set the
And this side, and you are the last. Very good.
Okay, so I sent the message to the WhatsApp group chat. So if the teacher could look at the group chat and whisper in the first student's ear what the sentence is.
I'm here. Ready? Listen well. Listen carefully. Secret.
Group one, have you started it or?
Come.
Wait, can you say it again?
Class. Boys go to the other class. Hey, you go there. No play. Go. Boys, you go. Yes. The secret is I like dogs more than cats. Nathan, I like dogs more than cats. The secret. Yes, Seneca, shall we do it again?
Yes, I can do another one. All right, so
Yes.
for group one and group two, I'm sending another message in the group chat for the teachers. Okay.
Yes. Get ready. Sit down. Sit down. And secret you have to remember it. What's your name? Gulnita. Gulnita.
Tenara, now one girl is ready to present that.
Okay, go ahead. Can you speak a little bit louder? I can't hear you.
Lanka is an island.
Oh, very good. Well, the actual sentence was Sri Lanka is an island with beautiful beaches. So you're very, very close. You're almost there. And then group 2, I see you also.
Yes, say it louder. You have to say the first one and the last one. No, come. What's your name? Yes, Vinod.
My favorite book.
My favorite book. No. Yes, come. Who?
My favorite sport is football.
That's the right sentence.
My favorite sport is football. My favorite sport is football. Yes. Right, okay, hands down. Yes, Seneca.
So we're going to wait for group 1 to finish, and then we're going to move on to the next activity.
Seneca, they are asking another one.
Okay, another one? All right. I can send another one.
Get ready. Listen well. You have to listen well. And say it a little bit louder, right? To listen to others. A little bit louder. Yeah, only one. Huh? It's a secret.
Red and blue fish. Red and blue fish.
Redfish, bluefish was the actual answer, but that was so close. Oh my goodness. Red and bluefish. All right. I think group 2 is doing another secret chain as well.
very
Group 1, I've sent another message in the WhatsApp group chat. If you guys want to look at that.
My one is forward. And okay, ready. Don't need that. Okay, listen well. Listen well. You have to listen well. What is the word? Don't need to mark anything. Yes, check it. Yes, what is your word?
My favorite sport is chess.
No. How they did you? My favorite sport is chess. No. My favorite pet is
Madam, my favorite.
oh yeah, I am asking you one. Not the others. Yes, I told wood is the woodpecker hates wood. Yes, Seneca, we are ready.
Okay, group 2, that was very far off, but it was a hard sentence. So how about group 1? What did you get?
Wood is the woodpecker hates wood. Wood is the woodpecker hates wood. Who is woodpecker? Ah, yes, woodpecker.
Can you speak a little bit louder?
Seneca, she's
Oh, okay, well, it was close enough. The actual sentence was seashells by the seashore. Okay. All right, so we're going to move on to our next.
The mic is on.
We're going to move on to our next activity. So our next activity is a debate. So basically, group 2 and group 1 are going to be on different sides of a debate. And you will each receive a topic to debate about. and then you'll have 5 minutes to kind of brainstorm and figure out what you're going to say. And then each classroom will have 1 minute to talk and basically debate. Okay? So at the end, I'll decide who had the better presentation, and they will win the debate. Okay, so let's start with our topic. So our topic is cats versus dogs. So I put room 1, but I'll change that later. So Buddhaghosa group 1 will argue on the side of cats. So you're going to argue that cats are the better pet. Buddhaghosa group 2, you're going to argue that dogs are the better pet. Okay? So does that make sense? Group 1, you are saying that cats are the better pet, and you're going to make an argument.
Debate, right?
Yes, it's a debate. So, for example, you can say cats are better because they're more quiet, or dogs are better because they're more playful, right? So just think of some examples on how you would argue which animal is the better animal. Okay, so I made a little outline here. This is a lot of words, but it's really just 3 to 4 sentences on your argument. Okay, so if you want, you can write it down so that you have a script to say, or you can just write down a few talking points and then go off of there. Okay, so decide who will be speaking, and then you have 5 minutes on the clock to brainstorm ideas for your debate. Remember, group 1, you're arguing for cats, and then group 2, you are arguing for dogs.
Seneca, our students are ready.
Okay, how about group 1? Are you guys ready?
Yes, here they are ready to present 1 sentence each.
Okay. Group 2, is group 1 ready?
Ready? Boys, ready?
Okay, so group 2, you can, oh, no, group 1, I see some students standing up.
Several sentences. In our group, They have prepared several sentences. 3 or 4 sentences.
Okay.
Ready, guys?
My favorite. Cats are beautiful.
Another one.
Cats love me.
Yes, another one.
Shut your naughty mouths. And listen, what they are telling.
Oh,
They love.
they love me.
Oh, very good. Okay, so I've got 3 arguments right now. We've got cats love me, cats are beautiful, and I think it was cats are nice. Group 2, what are your arguments?
Ready? Yes, come. Yes, come.
Dogs are kind and helpful.
Want some more sentences?
It is punishment.
It is like a punishment.
It is like punishment.
It is like a punishment. Come.
And some more sentences? About that?
Dog. Its name is Rocky. Thank you. It is lovely.
Lovely.
It is kind.
It is kind.
It is kind.
Yes.
It
very
is
good.
kind.
Any more arguments?
It is a good friend.
Oh, yes, very good friends.
Goodbye.
Yes, cats are kind.
It is useful and kind.
Come. Here, how the listen to the.
It is playful pet. Yes, sir.
Okay, I think the timer just ran out. Hardworking pets. Yes, I've heard a lot of arguments for dogs. And it looks like dogs have won the argument. They've given so many. How about group 1? Group 1, do you have any more arguments?
Ready, guys?
It is good friend. It is It is lovely.
It is lovely, yes.
I forgot your name.
It is
Okay,
chasing animals. It is chasing animals.
I can't really hear you too well. Group 2, good job. I'm hearing lots of people talking.
It protects us.
Yes, they protect us.
Cats eat. Cats drink milk.
Cats drink milk.
Again.
Please play with me.
Says cats eat. Yes.
Cover your mouth.
Please lovely.
That is lovely.
Dog.
Okay, well, good job to both groups. It looks like you've got so many different arguments. Honestly, I can't choose a winner. You guys did very well, both of you. But group 2 did have a lot of different arguments for dogs. So I think for today, dogs have won the argument. All right,
Okay.
so group 1, next week you have another chance. So try again next week and see if you can get a little bit of a more arguments. Okay. So we're going to move on to the listening portion of class. Let me reshare my screen. All right. We're going to move on to our listening activity. Sorry.
Ready?
Okay.
Look at that picture.
Is everyone ready?
Ready? Are you ready?
Ready. Our group is ready.
Okay, very good. So the first question is, who had to leave for work today? Mr. Town, Mr. Brown, Mr. Crown, or Mr. Black?
Listen very well.
Mr. Brown had to leave for work on his unlucky day. Mr. Brown had to leave for work. He went to his car, but his car had a flat tire.
Okay, who had to leave for work today? Yeah, Mr. Brown. I see lots of answers. Okay, the next question is, what happened to his car? It was out of gas.
What happened to his car?
The engine was broken. The tire was flat. The AC was down.
Day. Mr. Brown had to leave for work. He went to his car, but his car had a flat tire. Mr. Brown was upset.
So, what happened to his car?
Yes, what happened to his car? Again.
Yes, the tire was flat. Good job, group 2 and group 1. Okay, why was he going to be late for work? He had to eat breakfast. He got into an accident. He had to change his tire, or he was stuck in traffic.
Now he had to change the tire. He was going to be late for work. What would his boss say?
So why was he going to be late for work?
Yes. What should be the answer?
Just
He had to change his tire.
Going to be work.
Very good. What happened when Mr. Brown tried to get to work? His car broke down. His wheel fell off. A policeman stopped him. He ran out of gas. What happened when Mr. Brown tried to get to work?
Maybe if I hurry up, I can still make it. But a policeman stopped Mr. Brown. Oh, great. Now I've got a speeding ticket, too.
Okay, so what happened when Mr. Brown tried to get to work? Yes, a policeman stopped him. Okay, and what stopped him from going to work next? Another policeman, an old lady crossing the street, a freight train, or a child playing with a ball?
Next, a freight train held him up. Then he saw a mother duck and her brood crossing the street. Mr. Brown stopped suddenly. The car behind him rear-ended.
Okay, so what stopped him from going to work next?
Yes, what is the answer?
I'm hearing number 3 and number 2. So let's listen to it again.
Oh, great. Now I've got a speeding ticket, too. Next, a freight train held him up. Then he saw a mother duck and her brood crossing the street.
Okay, so what stopped him from going to work next? Yes, I heard a freight train. Very good job. Okay, what happened when Mr. Brown stopped suddenly? What happened when Mr. Brown stopped suddenly? The car broke. The person behind him rear-ended him. The person behind him honked and got mad. Nothing. His car was fine. Okay, what happened when Mr. Brown stopped suddenly?
Street. Mr. Brown stopped suddenly. The car behind him rear-ended him.
Sachinta.
The two drivers got out of their cars.
Okay, what happened when Mr. Brown stopped suddenly?
Correct answer.
Okay, I'm not hearing a lot of the same answer, so I'm going to play it again.
Her brood crossing the street. Mr. Brown stopped suddenly. The car behind him rear-ended him. The two drivers got out of their car.
Okay, so what happened when Mr. Brown stopped suddenly? The car broke. The person behind him rear-ended him. The person behind him honked and got mad. Or nothing. His car was fine.
Number 2.
Yes, number 2. The person behind him rear-ended him. Who was driving the car behind Mr. Brown? His mother, his boss, his friend, or his teacher?
And who is other
Boss, it's you. Yes, I was running late for work.
Okay, who was driving the car behind Mr. Brown? Yes, his boss. Okay, and what is the last sentence that Mr. Brown says?
What's the
Everything
last
has
set?
gone wrong this morning. I know what you mean. Looks like we both should have stayed in bed.
Okay, we both should have woken up earlier. How unfortunate. We both should have stayed in bed, or everything has gone wrong this morning. What is the last thing Mr. Brown says?
I was running late for work. Everything has gone wrong this morning. I know what you mean. Looks like we both should have stayed in bed.
Okay, what is the last sentence that Mr. Brown says?
We're not hearing. ඔකට අන්තිමට කිව්වේ යා. අපි ඔක්කොටම මොනවා වෙලා කියලා තියෙන්නේ.
Oh, it's not number 4. Let's try and listen to it again.
It's not number 4.
Running late for work. Everything has gone wrong this morning. I know what you mean. Looks like we both should have stayed in bed.
Okay, what is the last sentence that Mr. Brown says? Number 3, both should have stayed in bed. Okay,
Stay in bed.
all right, that's all we have for our listening activity. So now I'm going to go on to our homework for today. Okay, so I wanted to change the speaking homework today because we did a debate, right? So because we did our debate today, I would like you guys, instead of having any conversation with your friends in English, I want you to have a debate with your friends in English about which is the better sport, football or cricket, okay? And for your writing homework, instead of talking about your book, sorry, I forgot to change this, but instead of talking about the book, I want you to write down your answer for your argument in the debate. If you think football is the better sport, I want you to write down why you think football is the better sport. If you think cricket is the better sport, I want you to write down that why you think cricket is the better sport. Okay? And I want you to have a debate with your friend and talk about it in English. Okay? And our reading homework is the same as every week. And I'll add the extra listening practice in the WhatsApp group chat as well. Okay? So, any questions?
Yeah, what is the homework? Yes, what is your homework? Seneca, please tell them the homework.
Okay. So our homework, we have our
Tell it.
speaking homework, which is going to be to have a debate with your friend. So today we had a debate between group 1 and group 2. Now I want you to go home and have a debate with your friend or maybe your parents or your siblings about which is the better sport, football or cricket. So you can either say that cricket is the better sport or football is the better sport, but you have to have a debate with your friends. And I want you to write down what your argument was, okay? So if you think that football is the better sport, I want you to write down why you think football is a better sport. If you think cricket is the better sport, I want you to write down why it's the better sport.
Seneca, shall we give them to make one sentence or two?
Yes, one sentence or two is fine.
One sentence is enough, no?
Yeah, one sentence is
Okay.
enough. And then when we come to class,
And
next
they have
week,
to present it.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
So once you come to class,
And one sentence about the football, right? Football. Okay. The best sport. That is the best sport. Okay. One sentence and next day you have to present it. That is your homework. Okay. What you do? Only one sentence. Not my favorite game is football. And you can bear. How's that? Yeah.
okay, that's all I have for class today. So thank you everybody for coming.